So I have here a mirror dash camera. I'm gonna go ahead and open up this box and we're gonna take a look at all of the stuff inside, and then we're gonna install this on my truck. So it's got some nice foam packaging. Here is the actual screen, and then on the back is the built-in front facing dash cam. And that just slips over and covers your current existing mirror on your car, which is kind of nice. Here is a GPS module, a cable for the rear camera, and then we have some mounting brackets, a power cord, the rear camera right here, and then a mounting bracket. And then the last couple of things in here is a little cleaning cloth, a smaller mounting for the mirror if you need a smaller one, and a user manual. Okay, so to install this, you're going to hook those rubber brackets on those hooks, and then I'm going to come up and they're going to slip over the top of the mirror, and then they're going to wrap around and hook on the bottom. So I'll come back here in just a second when I've had a chance to mount that. Okay, so I've got that mounted now. Super easy. You just wrap those rubber bands around the existing mirror, and then make sure that the camera is far enough to this side of the mirror that it's going to have a clear view. And then I'm good to now start running the power cables, the camera, GPS, all those, and I'm just going to be running those up along the trimming and doing my best to hide everything so it looks nice and clean. Okay, so you can see right here I have the camera mounted directly underneath the tailgate, and I've got all the wiring running through the tailgate and through the trimming all the way up to the front. So I'll show you that here in just a second. Okay, so I've got the rear camera, the power, and the GPS cords all run. They're all tucked, running up across through the trimming, and then the power goes down and the rear camera goes back. The rear camera follows that trim all the way back, jumps through here, goes across the back door, and then it goes out the back window and across the back there, all the way into that back tailgate in the back. So I'll show you the GPS and the power here in just a second. Okay, so the GPS goes the opposite direction. It goes across that trimming and down, and then you can see it sitting in the window on the dash just right there, so it can get a good signal from the satellites. And then the power comes across and then down and goes underneath the floor mat to right here where it's plugged into. So now we're going to go ahead and power this all on, and we're going to take a look at the menu and the settings and get everything set up. Okay, so I went ahead and turned on the car now, and we're going to take a look at how this works. You can see as soon as it boots up, it immediately starts recording, and then it's also got some on-screen information for you. You've got time and then some symbols here talking about how that's working, and then GPS speed over here, and then direction will be there as well. So we're going to go ahead and look into some of the settings, and I'm going to finish setting this up because I need to set the time, date, and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do all that now, and then we'll take a look at how all the settings work. Okay, so to get into the menu, you have to tap the screen and stop the recording, and then you can pull up all the settings. And then here you've got all resolution, all the loop sounds, the sensors, the volume, date setup, time setup, frequency, screensaver, whether it starts to auto record or not, the default camera to display, and then your mirroring and flipping settings, and then GPS, time zone, speed reminders, units, icons, and then you can of course do reversing lines, reset settings, format the memory card, and stuff like that. And you can see if you stop trying to do anything in the settings, it immediately goes back to the camera and starts recording again. So that's a really nice feature, and I'm going to go ahead and actually set everything up, and then I'll show you a couple other features. Okay, so I'm going ahead and set up all the time and date stuff. I'm going to show you some of the extra features. Once you're not recording, you can push to come into the replay mode, where you can go and replay all of the videos and stuff that you have saved on the device. And then it also has a way that you can take a still picture. Even while it's recording, you can do that. And then another thing you can do is when it's recording, if you want to lock the file, you can push the lock. You can see it now changes the color to yellow. That means this file will not be overwrote as it does its loop recording. And then another thing that you can do is you can switch modes. So you can switch to the front camera, which is again just mounted right here. And I can position that right here if I need to. And then the last mode is what's called the split mode. So you can see you've got the front here and the back here. And then if you push it again, it goes back to just the rear view camera. One extra thing about it that's really nice is it does have a brightness. If you just tap up on the top of the screen, and then you can drag the slider to either make it brighter or darker according to whether you want it to be for day or nighttime use, which is a really nice handy feature. So I really like this mirror style dash camera. I like how it has the upgraded mode, so the camera is built right here into the screen itself, for the front at least. So you don't have to worry about having any extra cords or another camera mounted somewhere. It's built right into the unit. I like the fact that it has an external secondary camera in the back, so you can still have your backup camera. It was really easy to install. The matter of running the cords it just takes a little bit of time. It's not hard work at all. I like the fact that it has the GPS as well, so you can track your speed and stuff like that. So if you do get into an accident, you'll have visual proof of how fast you were going and who caused the accident as well. I highly recommend this to anybody that does a lot of driving, as it can save you a lot of pain and hassle if you get into an accident, because you'll have video proof as to what happened. So this is really nice to have, and it will make things a lot easier when the worst occurs and you do need that proof.